thousands of these houses. All of them were built in the second part of the 19th century. And at this same time, this building on your left, the Paris Opera House, was also built by Charles Garnier, the French architect. In fact, we call this building in Paris the Palais Garnier, the Palace Garnier. Garnier after the name of the architect, Charles Garnier, but why palace? What you can see on your left, that's the main facade, the main entrance. So this is the Paris Opera House, which means that's the place where every night you can hear an opera or see the ballet. But even from the facade, you can see that probably it's extremely beautiful inside. For example, the Grand Foyer, the most beautiful hall inside the Paris Opera House, which is right behind the facade, on the second level where the balcony is. Charles Garnier, when he designed the Grand Foyer of the Paris Opera House, he was inspired by the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles, which basically means, keep looking on your left, and you can guess from the outside, just look by the windows, that inside it looks like a royal palace. Lots of gold, 1,000 different types of marble of different color. When the Paris Opera House was completed by 1875 by Charles Garnier, that was like the meeting place for the rich Parisian bourgeoisie. In fact, at that time, that was considered like the city center of Paris, because that was considered as the most beautiful building in Paris. And now on your right side, you'll see the most famous department store in Paris. It's called the Galeries Lafayette. The department store is composed of 3 buildings. The biggest one, many floors, that's the building for women. There is a building next to it, the building for men, with the goods for men, also several floors, and there is one more building for household goods. So altogether, it's called the Galeries Lafayette. The name of the street on which the Galeries Lafayette stands, so now if you look on your right, you will see on your right side, a little bit behind the main building. By the way, if it happens to you to come here, on top of this building there is a free of charge panoramic spot on the whole Paris. So the building, the roof, it's flat, and from the top of this roof you can see the whole Paris and the Paris Opera House and the Eiffel Tower, etc. So these 3 buildings, so the Galeries Lafayette stands on the Boulevard Haussmann. So this boulevard behind, it's called after Baron Haussmann. He was the mayor of Paris 150 years ago, and he was the one who rebuilt Paris in this style. So all these houses which you can see on your right side with these French balconies, actually we call them Haussmannian houses. So after this mayor of Paris, Baron Haussmann, and on your left side, you can see a little bit behind you, Charles Garnier, the bust of Charles Garnier, the architect of the Paris Opera House. The Paris Opera House is also famous for the story, for the legend of the Phantom of the Opera. I'm pretty sure that you've heard a musical, or maybe you saw some movies after about the Phantom of the Opera, but the legend was born here, and originally it was a book written by Gaston Leroux, the French writer, about Eric, the Phantom of the Opera. Of course it's a legend, the Phantom of the Opera doesn't exist, but what exists below the Paris Opera House, it's a very small pool filled with water. So that's not a legend, and you will read about this pool if you read the book by Gaston. You will also see that Paris is located on the banks of the river Seine, and the historical heart of Paris, that's the Nile in the middle of the river Seine. So that's why in Paris we have so many bridges. 37 bridges in total. You will see those bridges, most of them during the cruise after my tour. But the most amazing, the most elegant, the most beautiful bridge is this bridge on which we are now, Alexander III Bridge. And in fact, this bridge, Alexander III Bridge, created one more perspective in Paris. Paris, it is very much the city of perspectives, thanks to the Haussmannian boulevards, so those long, large avenues which you could see near the Paris Opera House. Thanks to the historical axis on Paris, on which we've been already, with the Champs-Élysées, with the Concorde Square, with the Louvre, which we'll see a little bit later. But we have one more very beautiful perspective of Paris. So behind us, the 2 palaces, the Petit and the Grand Palais, the French pavilions. By the way, just to give you an idea, World Fair of 1900, that for the World Fair of 1900, both banks of the River Seine, from here, from Alexander III Bridge until the Eiffel Tower, were covered by different pavilions. The Capitol building, that was the U.S. pavilion, the pavilion of the United States. It was built here in Paris, a copy of the Capitol building. So it was a wooden structure, huge structure, removed after the exhibition was over. China built a huge Chinese pagoda, that was their pavilion. Russia built Kremlin in Paris, on the left bank of the River Seine. So every nation, every country had to build something very, very huge. What remains from this exhibition? Now look on your right, and that's why we're taking a stop here, one more stop for pictures. On your right side, Alexander III Bridge.